Good morning, everybody. For those of you who are new to our channel, I am Zach, and today I'm going to be going through the Wonders of Wildlife National Museum and Aquarium. This video is only going to be the aquarium part, not the museum, so should be a great time. I absolutely love coming to the aquarium because you never know from day to day what animals are going to be out or not out. So really grateful we're able to have a season pass and I'm able to get out here and get you guys a video and live streams from Wonders of Wildlife Aquarium. So if you guys would though, hit that thumbs up button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. It's free to do and it helps us grow our channel. And it really does help us out. And a big thanks to everybody that has subscribed to our channel. We hit the 5,000 subscriber mark. And then a big thanks to anybody that hits that subscribe button. We appreciate all the support. And if you do feel like you want to help support us a little bit more, go ahead and hit that join button or the link in the description to our YouTube memberships. We have 6 different levels starting at only 99 cents a month. And they all come with early access to our videos. And there'll also be a link in the description to our Instagram if you want to follow us over on our Instagram. We are about, they still have it roped off here, we're about 5 minutes till opening of the aquarium. So with that, join me at the aquarium. This giant screen here is actually towards the end of the Bass Pro Shops because you can enter the aquarium. It's got its own entrance, but you also can enter through Bass Pro Shops, which is the way I always end up entering. So these huge screens are pretty cool. All different kinds of things pop up on. All right, guys. They're officially open. I always try to remember to get some of the little entrance area, but they got a whale up there getting attacked by a squid. And right over here is where we're gonna enter. And like I said, I absolutely love coming to the aquarium. If I lived here in Springfield, I'd probably be coming here every day. But for now, well, once a week, every other week, I try to get out here. But yeah, a couple of panels. You can even check out some fish before you even enter into the aquarium, but let's head in, guys. All right, guys, we are in, and there is DJ. Didn't take me too long to find her. The zebra shark. She's circling half in the glass here and half right behind that wall, so lucky I found her. And then I'm on the lookout for Izzy and Pam as well, the 2 green sea turtles that are in here. Oh, there's one of them right over there. I always get there. Oh, there's both of them actually. That's the shot. Izzy and Pam right there. Both together. I always get them mixed up. I gotta look on this screen again. I think Izzy's the big one and Pam is the little one. I'm gonna double check my facts here though, if the screen's working today. All right, I'm not sure if I said it the right way, but Izzy is the bigger one and Pam is the smaller one. They were making their laps around. I was waiting to see if they come back here, if they turned around, but there's another look at DJ. And then also, we'll get another look. I don't know if you guys can see that light right up there. That's a see-through panel right there. We'll be up there walking on top a little bit later. So hopefully we'll be able to see DJ, Izzy, and Pam at a little closer view. All right, there is Izzy right there. Nope, that one's Pam. First one's Pam, the second one's Izzy. And there's DJ. Now that's the shot. Izzy, Pam, and DJ all in one shot. Oh man, can we get a thumbs up for that right there? That was the shot. That was awesome. But hopefully we'll get to see them when we're up top, like I said. Wow, check this out, guys. This is the first, that's all the times I've been coming here. This is where I normally like to call it the fish tornado. Little behind the scenes peek. They have the tank about, I don't know, a quarter drained here. You can see a huge ladder coming all the way down. Here's all the fish at the bottom. I do see like some air bubbler back there. I can't tell. It's very cloudy, so I don't think I see anybody, like a scuba diver or anything in there. But wow, look at that. We got a ladder in this tank and a little, oh, once we get up top we might be able to see it a little better. We do have 3 different viewing areas of this tank, so hopefully we'll be able to see it a little better once we get up top if it's still drained, which I'm going to assume that it is. So yeah, this is the first. And I always get these two huge whales hanging up from the ceiling right there. Oh, the big old boat right there too in the background. And also, Wonders of Wildlife National Museum and Aquarium voted America's Best Aquarium again in 2025 by USA Today. So that's going on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years in a row, and 7 total years they've won it. Oh man, this tank is very cloudy today too. What's going on today? Want to see down there if we can find the mat puffer. Oh, I can see the mat puffer on the very bottom down there. Hopefully it's still out there. Let's head down to the bottom, see if we can get a view of them. And I do like to showcase this wall here with this huge boat in here, the fishermen fishing. You got the like seagulls diving down, probably after the bait fish. It is so cool. And there are tons of tuna down here. And there are also a couple dolphins hiding mixed in with the tuna. There's one of the dolphins. And there's a second dolphin. And just like that, the mat puffer's gone already. We got a brief view of them. I'll see if I can find them, but this tank's pretty cloudy today. There are the eels right there. I think there's 3 or 4 eels in here. Actually, I know I've seen 4 in here. A lot of times they're always hiding in this corner right here. Sometimes we get lucky and see them swimming around, and then these guys down here are Malabar groupers. Hey, buddy. And then there's also some potato cods in here. Oh, there's a potato cod down there, hanging out on the floor. As the recording of this, it is Wednesday, which a while ago, one of the workers said this is when they do their cleaning day. So sometimes we get to see scuba divers in the tanks. So we'll see if we see any scuba divers today cleaning out the tanks. Maybe they were just in here. Maybe that's why it's a little more cloudy today. They were doing some cleaning maybe. But yeah, the mat puffer disappeared already. Oh, there he is. Is he gonna come out? Come this way, buddy, so we can get a good view of him. At least we got him. He's going up though. And just so you guys know, that's not my camera. This water is cloudy today. And this is the second view of what I like to call the fish tornado from underneath, so I'm hoping the water's still drained out a little bit by the time we get up top. There's the ladder. The ladder's still in there. So hopefully we'll be able to get a little better look from up top of what's going on up there in this tank. Oh, look at that view. Because all the fish are down at the bottom here of that tank. Well guys, here's the top of that fish tornado tank. I guess we get a nice view of the water not being in there, but really can't see. I'm sure that's where all the filters and stuff are back there. But yeah, a little behind the scenes look here as they're obviously doing some cleaning on this tank. Pretty cool to see. Like, this is the first all the times we've been coming here. That's a giant ladder there though. You do see the air bubblers in there, but it don't look like there's actually any scuba divers in there. It just might be putting air into the water. But yeah, check that view out. I don't know if we'll see this again. Like I said, I've been coming here. You never know, we may see it again, but pretty consistently 2-3 years now I've been coming here. Get a season pass every year. And I have never seen this before. That is so cool. I don't know. It's just interesting to me, seeing it like this. This is usually all water, all filled up with water. now we are at the top part of the entrance tank, which I'll go to the next panel here in a minute and I'll be able to show you where we entered in, but I wanted to get DJ. She's circling around right here. Oh, is she moving on? She might have moved on. We gotta go catch her. There she is. DJ the zebra shark. And there is the entrance area. That's where we entered into the aquarium. And I do like to, there are black nose sharks in here too. Black nose and bottleheads sharks. But I do like to stay in this area for a good minute or two to see if we can get a view of Izzy and Pam, the green sea turtles, making their laps around. So we'll see if we see them. Oh, I said bottlehead. Bonnethead. Bonnethead sharks. Those aren't hammerhead sharks, those are bonnethead sharks. Yeah, let's see if we can get a view of Izzy or Pam from up here. There's a little closer view of DJ.
Huh? Yeah, he's cool.
I could watch her swim all day. They're so cool. How they move through the water, the zebra sharks.
Just a little hammerhead. See? Yeah.
Still on the lookout for Izzy or Pam though. Getting a good shot at DJ.
I think that's different.
There's one of the huge stingrays that are in this tank though. I think there's two of them in here that are pretty big. Well guys, we didn't see Izzy or Pam from the top view, but we did get them, both of them, when we entered the aquarium, so we'll have to keep this journey going though. Next stop though is gonna be the shipwreck room. The oasis of the ocean. Here we go. I told you, it's Wednesday. We found the scuba divers inside the shipwreck room. Aquarium cylinder tank here. Doing some cleaning, working hard. Let's see if we can find Snoot and Samson. Samson is right there, the Goliath grouper down there. And he's over 400 pounds, that guy is. I'm looking for Snoot. He's probably the pufferfish. He's probably cruising on the, laying somewhere on the bottom of the sand. Looks like there's 1, 2, 3 scuba divers in there that I can count. Yeah, I'm not seeing Snoot though. Alright, let's head to the first tank in the shipwreck room. We gotta get the Huma triggerfish. I always try to find this guy. Probably my second favorite triggerfish, next to the clown trigger. Such a pretty fish though right there. And check out these garden eels sticking out, their heads sticking out of the gravel, the sand. That's all you ever see of these guys. You don't ever see them swimming around, the garden eels. So I don't know if they ever come out or they just stay like that. That little close-up view of one of them. Garden eel. But pretty cool overall tank setup, theming in here. They got a bunch of pipes. There are some zebra moray eels and snowflake eels, the big eels in here, but those guys are always hiding in those pipes. You don't see them too often. Sometimes you get a sneak peek of one of them. You can see their body or something in the pipe, but not too often do you get to see those guys. And right next to this one is where we're gonna find the, oh, there's Snoot, hold on. How's that? There's Snoot, the pufferfish. Right there. We got him. Glad I was able to find Snoot. We saw Samson and Snoot. And right down here is the Stingray Touch experience. That's gonna be the last room we go into before the gift shop and the exit of the aquarium. But yeah, a little look at Snoot there. Awesome. One last look. The scuba divers are in there, working hard, keeping the tanks clean for us to all enjoy. Doing a great job, they are. And what I was saying before I saw Snoot is right over here is where we can find the spiny lobsters. And this guy right here. This guy's a pretty fish. I'm actually actually don't see any of the spiny lobsters in here. They might have removed them all. Yeah, sorry guys, I was wrong. I mean, we do got some other fish in here. Pretty fish. That one's a pretty color. I do love this red and gray one here. Leave a comment in the comments section if you know what kind of fish this is. Still haven't figured it out. But I always forget to check when I get home. See if I can figure it out. But the spiny lobsters no longer in there, at least for today. All right, we are in the swamp area and we're gonna start the journey by walking over this alligator pit, little moving, swinging bridge. Oh yes, thank you. Last time we were here, Snowball, the albino alligator right there, and the other alligators over there, they were not in their exhibit. I don't know what they're doing with them, but they're there today, so we'll be down there in a little bit. Hopefully we'll get a good view of them down there. But yeah, Snowball's out and the gators. Awesome. That explains why the past time or two we've come, we haven't been able to go upstairs, but there's some workers up there redoing that little exhibit area for the birds there. So I'm sure it's going to be shut down today too, but yeah, I actually see some people working up there. That would explain why it's closed though. Little waterfall right there. End of this tank. Sometimes we get lucky and see a beaver in here, but not today. There's some alligator guards though. And guys, if you guys would hit that thumbs up button, and if you're new to our channel, subscribe. It really does help us grow our channel. Helps us get our videos out there to everybody to enjoy. We're still journeying along here at the aquarium. All right, let's see if we can find my two favorite fish in this tank, the porcupine puffer and the queen trigger. I'm not seeing the puffer fish. Oh, there's the porcupine puffer. You can see his body there hiding in that decoration. We'll see if he comes out. Maybe not. He's hiding today. Right over here, I do see the queen trigger over here. And this group of fish is trying to hide from me. That is one pretty fish right there. Check the queen trigger. Such a pretty fish. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're going to get any luck on the porcupine puffer moving, but in this room here is the out to sea shark dive. This is where you can get in that cage. There's some white helmets you put on and allow you to go underwater a little bit in that cage, and you go in the water with the sharks and these other fish here. There's a sand tiger shark, a couple brown sharks, there's a nurse shark in there, there's a couple groupers, a couple stingrays, and as you can see, quite a few of these other little fish swimming around in there that you can go take a dip in the water with. And there is an underwater viewing area of this tank also, so we'll get a little better look at the sharks once we get down there. Is where we get our best views of the shark. There's a shark right there. That looks to be one of the brown sharks right there. Louise is the sand tiger shark. She's a slow moving shark. She usually makes her laps. So hopefully we'll see her when we get down there. Yeah, out to sea shark dive. And I was just about to exit out, but as you can see right there, we got, that is Louise right there, the sand tiger shark. You can see she don't move very fast. She's a big shark though. Let's see the biggest shark in there. Yeah, hopefully we'll get a good view of her underneath. You know, I gotta get the cute little common marmosets. These guys are part of the monkey family, as you can probably guess. But it looks like I can see all four of them. That's usually the amount I see in here. Sometimes I don't see all four of them, but I think 4 has been the most I've ever seen. That guy's been going to the light. A lot of animals have obsessions with lights for some reason. But the common marmoset. Alright guys, we made it to the jellyfish room, or should I say the jelly room, since jellyfish are not fish. They're just jellies. But this has got to be my all-time favorite jelly so far that I've ever seen. These guys are a flame jelly. These guys are incredible. Look at how cool these guys look. Look at that, even that little one. This must be a baby maybe. There's a few different size ones in here. But these guys are so cool to watch. Just move around. Yeah, the flame jelly. Such a beautiful creature here. Here we got the lion's mane jelly right here. Check these ones out. Jellyfish. Jellies. The way they move through the water. Pretty incredible. These guys here are the West Coast sea nettles. These are gonna be the biggest ones they got. Moving around here in the water. West Coast sea nettles. And these guys here used to be my favorite ones here until those flame jellies came along. But these guys are Australia spotted jellies. These ones are pretty cool looking too. But those flame jellies, those are something. Those are way cool. Those guys just move around. Oh, there's the shot of the stingray. Check that out. We are now made it to the out to sea shark dive, the underwater viewing area. Oh, there's the nurse shark. We don't always get to see the nurse shark. And then I always try to stay here for a few minutes to see if Louise comes around, the sand tiger shark. There's the brown shark too. It's a good shot of the nurse shark. Oh, is she gonna take off swimming? Is she gonna go swimming? Man, I thought we were gonna get her swimming there for a minute. She looked like she was gonna take off. We don't always get to see her swimming around. I almost missed the grouper there. A lot of times the groupers are hiding too with the nurse shark. This one's coming up front and center for us. Check her out. Or him. A huge grouper though. Yeah. Swimming right here in front for us. Right by the nurse shark. How's that for a shot? Can we get a thumbs up for the nurse shark and the huge grouper? It might be a good thing we got a brief view of Louise from up top when we were up top, because she was making her lap around and then she turned around on us right when I was just about to hit record. She turned around and headed back the other way, so we'll give her a few more minutes to see if she heads back this direction to the front, but I'm not too sure. We got the brown sharks though. They're cruising. Alright guys, there's Louise, the sand tiger shark. She's still a little towards the back. But let's see if she's actually gonna come around and not turn around on us. See if we'll get a view of her. If she's gonna come over by the glass or not. Oh, she's turning already. Let's see if she at least comes this direction. Man, she's doing like half laps today. Yeah, that's gonna be the best shot we're gonna get of her today. Right there. Now I gotta get these cool fish. Look at these guys. One of the workers the last time I was here told me the name of these guys, but I totally forgot. I think they were a type of box fish, I think. But look at these guys. These guys were new like a couple times ago. We came. But these guys are so pretty, so cool looking. I cannot believe that Octavia is still here. She laid some eggs months and months ago, It's been a long time ago. And one of the workers said they usually pass away after they're done caring for their eggs. Well, because in the wild they don't leave the nest. But obviously she's still eating here. She's still alive. The giant Pacific octopus, Octavia. Every time I come here, I'm expecting not to see her, but she's still here. I gotta get these cool looking Japanese spider crabs for you guys. I think there's 3 of them in here. 1, 2, and 3. Here is the cool water tunnel, I guess you would call it, that you get to walk under and see some big fish and a freshwater whipray. We might have just missed her cruising over our heads, but at least we got a little view. Let's see if she's going back up there. Yeah, she went up there to stay, but this is the one area I said, which it doesn't go with like the swamp theming that they got going on. What is this fish down here? Look at that fish. I always said this tunnel would be cool if this was just full of a bunch of saltwater fish. It would be way cool, way colorful. But yeah, it doesn't go with the swamp theming really. But it would be cool. And here is one of the beavers. There's 2 beavers in this exhibit. Looks like just one right there sleeping. Looks like he might be laying upside down. I really can't tell, but this is what I like to call the red room. It's always red. They must like the red light. But this exhibit over here is also part of the beavers. Oh, and the other one is all the way out of the water, all the way over by that tree. You guys might be getting just a glimpse of them. Chilling out over by that tree the beaver is. Alright, we are down by Snowball the albino gator. And as I said previously, last time we were here, all these alligators were out of their exhibits for some reason. Not too sure. They must have did some kind of updating, but they are back in their exhibits for us to enjoy. Look at that. Snowball, albino alligator. And right next to Snowball the albino gator are some more alligators. I think there's 4 of them in here. There's one right there. You can see one over there hanging out on a little dock area over there, platform. You can see one of their heads over there, and I can see the tail of one right over there, so some gators. And there is the huge alligator. He's in the water, so he's kind of hard to see, but looks like he's showing up pretty good on my camera screen, so it's alligator time. Oh, you know what I think they did? I think they updated these panels on this side of these alligators. I think these panels used to only be half this size. But yeah, I don't know if somebody dropped something in there. I think that's, I'd have to look back at some of my older videos, but let me know if you know. I think that's what they did. Now these panels are 6 feet tall instead of like probably 4 that they were. I think that might have been what they were updating. Here's a look at Snowball from up here. And here we got the great egret, and this guy's in there with the lesser flamingos. Not the pink flamingos, but the lesser flamingos, is what the sign says anyways. And now we have made it to the bottom half of the shipwreck room, the Stingray Touch Experience, which is the last room before the gift shop and the exit. No more, oh, there's a good look at Snoot right there in the middle though. No more scuba divers in here. We saw the scuba divers a little earlier when we were up top there. They must be done cleaning the tank. These are the little look at the stingrays. Yeah, like I said, this is the touch experience where you can pet the stingrays. I think at certain times, or I don't know if it's any time you want, you can feed these guys for, it looks like the sign says $5. But they got some baby stingrays. They don't like you to pet the baby ones. But there's Samson, the Goliath grouper right there. There's a good shot of him. Pretty awesome. Yeah, just a big circle area for these stingrays to keep swimming their laps. Oh, there's a little shark too. You can pet that guy too if he comes up to you. You're able to get you. Oh, there's one right there. Actually, I probably still don't think I could reach him. Swimming around. Pretty cool. Yeah. I think I forgot to show a little bit of the ceiling area and all the decorations and theming when I was up top there, but it's made just like you're in a shipwreck with fish and barnacles all swimming, hanging around. Pretty cool. All right, everybody, that's going to wrap up our little adventure here today of the Wonders of Wildlife National Museum and Aquarium. Always an awesome time. Always enjoy walking through the aquarium. Like I said, if I lived closer, I'd probably come here every day because you never know what fish are going to be out and about, what animals are going to be out and about. Sometimes you don't see them, sometimes you do. It was nice to see the alligators back in their exhibits, so overall, a fantastic time here. So if you guys would hit that thumbs up button, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe. It really does help us grow our channel. It's free to do. And if you do feel like you want to help support us a little bit more, go ahead and hit that join button or the link in our description to our YouTube memberships. We got 6 different levels starting at only 99 cents a month, and they all come with early access to our videos. And there will be a link also in the description to our Instagram if you want to follow us over on Instagram. So do want to say a big thanks to all of our subscribers. We hit that 5,000 subscriber mark. Let's keep growing. Tell your friends, your family. Let's share our videos. Make sure to hit the thumbs up button. Like I said, it does help our videos get out there. And with that, thanks for watching. Check out all our other videos, and we will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.